Okay, so I'm irritated. And I'm irritated because all of us who have student loans, I want y'all to understand we are about to have $1,300 payments. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to instill fear in anybody. That is a real number.
You're an intern. You consolidated your student loans, got into the save plan, thought you were being ultra responsible, and you were, but now you're stuck. You have a payment that's coming due October 1st perhaps, and it's really high, or November 1st, and it's not based on your income at all. This is what you do. You need to call your loan servicer.
I got this paper in the mail. It's from Molina. I don't know if you see that. Molina is a servicer for federal student aid. I almost fell out my chair when I saw this. It says your prior principal balance is $178,299.94. Capitalized interest $17,000. See, it's up there. $17,359.88. That equals the current principal balance is $195,659.82. Accrued interest $1,757.35. Amount to be repaid $197,417.17. Interest payable $91,640.78. So my total to be repaid is $289,057. Are these people crazy? Like what? And then they say you're gonna get 10 months of payments at zero, and then you're gonna get another 138 payments at $1,984.47, and then 9 payments of $1,689. And my last payment will be in 2037. These people crazy. And see, this what I was talking about. How we gonna tell our kids to go to school, get good grades, go to college, and get a good education? A good education? What type of education you gonna get? They have to pay this. They have to pay this shit back. This is insane. This is insane. When I saw this paper, I swore I almost fell out my chair. I was like, this cannot be correct. So I called them. I'm like, I need an audit. I need y'all to send me a paper showing me how come I owe this much. Granted, I have degrees.
So my student loan payments are going to go from $222 up to $895 a month. And I'm feeling really, last couple of days when all of this has hit me, I'm starting to feel really just kind of sad. I mean, I'm angry.
So this lady just said before the start of Trump's term, her student loan payments was between $200 $250 a month. Now, after Trump's term, her student loan payments is $900 a month. Baby, listen. Nailnet, Sally Mae, all of them, they would just have to find me, because it would be a cold day in hell before I pay a mortgage payment for some student loans. $900 a month? Baby, they tripping. And I know some people that probably be like, oh, Gina, that's very irresponsible of you. So
if you think that's insane, then you're going to be shocked to hear that I'm actually grateful I only have to pay $1,700 per month, because the original minimum payment for my student loans was $2,500. Awful. I actually came out of college with $180,000 of student debt.
Hey, good friends, let's do some student loan math, okay? You ready? Go get your paper. Go get your pen. Get your other phone. Whatever it is that you're about to use, we're going to do these calculations. Now, back in 2005, I borrowed $26,000, baby. And it paid for 4 years of school. So I borrowed once. It carried me through 4 years. All right. You got the principle? Cool, that's the principle. Now, over the years, I've been paying on this loan since 2012. For the last so many years, I've been paying consistently more than $400, or at least $400. Let's say I've been making those type of payments since 2019. So this year, I'm up to $786 and like change a month for just this one student loan. Now, if you have been making consistent payments for what basically amounts to 10 years, what do you owe on the loan? Well, here's what I can tell you. I owed what? I borrowed 26. I have made over $38,000 in payment. Now, in the comments, tell me how much I owe. I borrowed $26,000 back in 2005. I've been paying on these loans for, I think, over 12 years. I have to date paid back a little over $38,000, right? It's actually closer to 40 because I'm pretty sure I messed up some of my math. Anyway, so 26 borrowed, 48 paid so far. How much do I owe? A whopping $62,000. Baby, the thing didn't move any way but up.
So I wanted to figure out how much money exactly I was paying off in student interest for just my federal loans. So I did a little investigation. Keep in mind that I have federal student loans, my husband has federal student loans, and then I have refinanced 2 of them. So in total, we have about $154,000 in student loans. But my federal student loans are about $77,000. And it's made up of 4 like smaller loans. Anyways, I calculated it, and guess what? I pay $396 a month in interest every month. That's how much it accrues in interest every month. My minimum payment is of $875, and that means that about half the money that I'm paying just goes to interest, and then the other half goes to principal. This is why it's really important when you're taking out student loans that you know, or at least calculate that you'll be able to have a good enough job to be able to pay these off.
So I called the student loans people yesterday, and I was like, ma'am, because I put me on deferment right now. I don't want no forbearance. No, because forbearance, if you didn't know, your interest continues to grow even though it's paused. No, deferment. Thank you. And the lady said, as of right now, your monthly payments are $1,554.
Monthly student loan payments has gone up twice in the last 30 days. Let me share with you what that was on an income-driven plan and what it is now. I started paying back my student loans January 2025 after graduating with a master's degree. The total amount for my student loan debt was $38,590. Initially, my payment was $159 on an income-driven plan. From that, when the new administration came in, things changed. My payment went from $159 to $285. Because my goal was to pay this off as fast as I could, I never really made the minimum payment. In the first 3 months, I paid about $1,000. And when I logged in this morning to check my balances and start preparing for future payments, I noticed that my payment had gone up another $100. So now that payment is not $285, but $385.
Hi guys, just wondering what you are paying in student loans per month and tell me what you do for work. I'm starting to kind of inquire about this now because I'm going to be graduating this year and I do have a big chunk of money that is going to have to be paid back. I estimated on studentaid.gov that my payment would be about $452 a month for 20 years, and when you kind of calculate that, it's over $100,000.
I have a student loan payment update. Today I was supposed to pay my minimum balance, which this month it was $895. Usually it's $915, something like that, but I had paid this loan group right here. I had paid $350 to it in one of my previous videos, so I ended up paying $1,047 because my original student loan payment was $1,045. It's since gone down with the amount of loans that I paid off, which is 4 for the year.
So for anyone who wonders what it's like having student loans in the US, I'm going to tell you a story. I have about $50,000 owed in student loans, and I have my degree, I have a great job now where I get benefits. But when I was 18, I couldn't take out $50,000 by myself, so my dad is the co-signer on all of my loans. And today I was filling out my benefits through my work through 2021, and I needed a beneficiary for my life insurance policy. And I have a domestic partner, so I was thinking, well, maybe he should be the beneficiary to take care of, anything that could happen if I pass. But then I realized if I pass, my dad will still owe on my student loans. So I made my dad the beneficiary so he can pay off my student loans and then pay for my funeral if I happen to pass away this year.